Yo, what is up YouTube? Lee the Captain here with another YouTube video, and in today's YouTube video, I am going to be talking about Sandbox and what is my plan with Sandbox as of right now. And the answer is simple. I am accumulating, I keep buying, and I am dollar cost averaging into Sandbox. Sandbox, I think, has such a major future ahead, and its $8 all-time high is nowhere near, I think, the potential that Sandbox can truly reach. A quick story time and backstory of my experience with Sandbox. I actually got into Sandbox, I'm not gonna lie, I got it off FOMOing, right? I was into Sandbox last year, especially after they announced the news of Facebook changing its name to Meta, and all these metaverse coins just spiked up, right? I fortunately was into Sandbox quite, at that time when it happened, so I cashed out during its all-time high. However, recently I've been doing some reflection, right? I've been thinking that Sandbox actually has such a major future ahead of it. And honestly, this bear market gave me time to reflect and actually think more and more about Sandbox. If you think about it, Sandbox right now is at $1.28. Its all-time high is $8, If it were just to reach its all-time high, that's around 5 or 6x. That's amazing, right? That's just an amazing return, and it is a solid project. It's already proven. Unlike these other, skeptical coins that we don't really know what's going to happen, Sandbox is actually proven, and in my opinion, its all-time high is nowhere near its full potential. I honestly think it's going to be way higher. How high? I have no idea, but it's just going to blow the rooftops off, I think Mana, honestly. I think it's going to be way bigger than Decentraland Mana because just the game and just the whole community behind it, I feel is just much better and much stronger than Mana. And the game actually is more fun to play, right? The metaverse, game is more fun to play. So yeah, when we think about it right now, right? We can't just blame this whole market downturn on Sandbox. Bitcoin is down right now. Things are boring, right? People, your friends, your family, all the people you told to invest in cryptos right now, they're kind of making fun of you, but worry not. They're also doing that to me, right? So we're in the same boat right now, and all we have to do is keep strong and keep DCAing into the projects we love. For example, something like Sandbox. And if we just look at it, Sandbox right now is number 2 in the metaverse. I honestly think it's going to be number 1, at least in the next bull run, because it just honestly, like I've said before, is way better than Decentraland Mana. And just check out the map of Sandbox right now, right? Just look at it. Still major development going on, because if you think about it, all these large companies, right? All of these large brands, for example, Ubisoft, Atari, right? Binance, right? And we also have Snoop D-O-double-G, Snoop Doggity Dog, right beside Steve Aoki. You're a nice DJ, you're an impressive DJ, but what's even better is your dad's teppanyaki Japanese restaurant, Benihana. Benihana is the bomb. Benihana's amazing. I recommend everyone eat at Benihana. Shout out to Benihana. You also have a hot sister, by the way. Your sister played in the Fast and Furious movie. I can't remember her name, but you got a hot sister, and your dad has an impressive restaurant. So shout out to Steve Aoki. And think about it. Steve Aoki in Sandbox. We have to make Benihana, dude. Shout out to, if Steve Aoki, I know you're checking out my videos, man. We got to make a Benihana world somewhere out there in Sandbox, for real, man. Just a suggestion by me. These institutions actually believe in Sandbox, and they believe in the future of the metaverse. So in my opinion, Sandbox is going nowhere, right? Even BitBoy Crypto owns Sandbox land, right? And Sandbox land, even though the prices are down, they're still very expensive. Just check it out right here. This land is 2,368 Ethereum. That's like $2.8 million. That's insane, right? Just check this out right here. Prices of Sandbox land is still going for absurd amounts of prices. Why? Because people still believe in, the metaverse going forward, and ultimately Sandbox, right? Sandbox is led by Animoca Brands, which I truly think has such a large, presence when it comes to why people honestly believe in Sandbox. And having such a large brand behind them only shows that, it truly shows right now, right? These prices, even though they're down, all these land prices are still going for very expensive prices. Initially, Sandbox land was going for around 10K, right? Initially. Now, even with the market downturn, it's over $2 million, right? It's kind of insane, and honestly, in my opinion, shows how, positive the future of Sandbox is. I mean, if you think about it, they're still building, right? They're still partnering with more and more brands. If you think about it right now, right? Just last month, right? Just like 2, 3 weeks ago, Sandbox partners with Captain Tsubasa. You know what? Reading that title right there makes me just want to say, Captain Tsubasa! Captain Tsubasa! And don't mistake that with Captain Lee. That's me, man. Captain Lee is me, man. That's Captain Tsubasa. You dig? You feel? You know what it is, man? Shit. Well, shit. It's Captain Lee. Lee the captain, not Captain Tsubasa. Right? I don't know if you guys have watched this, but I watched it somewhat as a kid, right? It was a Japanese TV show about a soccer player by the name of Captain Tsubasa, and this actually gives throwback vibes, And honestly, that show right there is where I learned all my soccer moves. You don't believe me? Watch this. You think I can learn this, huh? You think I can start doing these moves right here without watching Captain Tsubasa? That's the Steve Reich right there. The defense. That's how I learned soccer right there, man. Soccer in the building, man. Striker, Lee the captain, Captain Tsubasa. Let's make a collab on Sandbox. That's what's up. Sandbox. However, besides that point, I honestly think it's good that they're still partnering with more and more brands in spite of the bear market. They know that this is the best time to actually build, the best time to actually, right, build for the future. So I think it's actually amazing. What people often get misconstrued, right? What they often mistake is that bear markets, they kind of check out, honestly. They just check out. They don't care about the crypto. They just leave their portfolio. They don't want to look at it, right? They don't even want to study any more cryptos. Then when the prices go up, they're FOMOing, they're investing in all these random cryptos, right? And to be honest, I was guilty of that as well, right, in the past. However, I learned my lessons, right? I realized that bear markets actually are an amazing opportunity to actually buy and accumulate, because if we think about it, bear markets are a time when we actually accumulate real wealth, right? Bull markets can make people rich, right? However, bear markets can make people wealthy, because why? If you think about it, I was so bullish on Sandbox last year. I was so happy when it reached nearly $8, I was like, wow, However, when it went, when I cashed out and when it went down, I honestly, myself, I lost some motivation in it. However, I realized if I loved it at that price, why don't I love it now, And then when I checked more and more on Sandbox, I was like, wow, they keep partnering. They're still evolving, right? They still have a large community behind them. I realized, this is a no-brainer, right? And after I realized that it's just way, way better than Mana, I was like, yeah, it's complete no-brainer, right? This thing is just going to lead the NFT, metaverse, crypto scene in the future, So, also look at this, right? The Sandbox partners with Base to grow the metaverse in Brazil. And quick shout out to all the Brazilians who are watching my YouTube videos. I have no idea how much of you guys are actually watching my video, but porra, caralho, this is amazing news. I just felt like mentioning that, just a little spruce of energy. And this is really good because Brazil is such a large country in South America. And if you guys don't know, South America is slowly developing and building more and more crypto-friendly, nations, right? For example, El Salvador going almost completely on Bitcoin, right? They're even going to make a volcano-powered city that mines Bitcoin, right, in El Salvador, which is absolutely insane. And they're already mining a lot of Bitcoin right now. So that is just amazing future and shows not only the potential of crypto, but the potential of the metaverse, right? And we also check this out right here. Time is partnering with Sandbox, which is amazing. They just keep building, right? They just keep partnering with more and more brands. They're not stopping, right? They're just on a spree right now. Sandbox is still strong and it's still building for the future. And I am still buying Sandbox. I am still DCAing into Sandbox. And why do I always DCA, right? Because, in my opinion, dollar cost averaging, what it does, it removes the emotions from the peaks and valleys. You keep buying no matter what, right? When you get paid, whatever you have extra, you just keep buying. Not financial advice. However, what I personally do is that whatever I have, right? For example, I earn money, right? For example, getting paid, right? I always put the rest of the income that I don't use for my daily necessities on cryptocurrencies. Why? On investments as well, right? However, why? Because the thing is this. I honestly realized that every time I saw that I had, more than, what I, could actually use in my bank account, I would just buy random stuff. I would just buy like this, buy a new shirt, buy new pants, buy a new watch, whatever, right? I would just buy random stuff. However, I realized that was completely just a waste of my money. And there's a lot of opportunity costs lost in that, if we're just realistically speaking, right? Would you rather buy, a new pair of shades for $500 or be able to invest that in something, gain 10x, and be able to buy 10 of those shades, right, in the future. It's just a no-brainer. And in my opinion, I truly understood the price of investing and opportunity cost really for real, right? I mean, I learned it in college. However, I truly understood it for real after just witnessing all these gains that are possible in the world of crypto. And when we just think about it, right? Sandbox still has major partnerships, as I mentioned before, right? Adidas, Snoop Dogg, The Walking Dead, Deadmau5, Atari, right? Roller Coaster Tycoon. Shout out to everyone who played that back in the day. That was really amazing. And the Smurfs. So I am just super bullish on Sandbox still. And, honestly right now, I always think that, going forward, right? Like I said before, I still am investing in Sandbox. However, I also think it's important to have a very diversified portfolio. I think that honestly, Sandbox is going to rock the socks. However, I also am invested in other, metaverse coins. For example, ENJ, which I also make videos on, and also this crypto gaming, company by the name of Gala Games. I'm also heavily invested in that. I will also, potentially in the future make a video of me playing Sandbox. So yeah, that's just been it about today. I just felt like talking a little bit more about Sandbox because honestly, I felt like not many YouTubers are talking about Sandbox at the moment. It's been kind of boring, right, recently. Like I've said before, people don't really, they honestly don't really like to talk about these coins when the prices are down. And I get it, right? Sometimes it's kind of demotivating. It's even kind of demotivating to even talk to your friends, sometimes when you talk about cryptos, especially when the prices are down. They're saying, oh, isn't it down? Isn't it down? However, for us crypto people, we understand the future. We understand the light. We understand the true potential of the metaverse, and not only the metaverse, cryptocurrencies as a whole. Right now, all these top metaverse coins, they're around $11.9 billion market cap. That's kind of insane, to be honest. It's just a little bit more than Doge at this point. Just think about it. All these metaverses, right, are just around the same, market cap as Doge, right? That's just kind of insane because if you think about it, Grayscale predicts that crypto gaming, right, and also the metaverse is going to become a $5 trillion industry by 2030. Just think about that, right? So if Sandbox were to stay at its current position as of right now, and it were to go to 5 trillion, like what Grayscale predicts, we're seeing a 500x. And the thing about this, the beauty about Sandbox is it does not even have to go to those levels to make life-changing wealth, right? If we just think about it conservatively speaking, if Sandbox right now were to go back to $8, that's already good, amazing gains, right? That's around 6x, that's already very fantastic. Now, if you think about it, I honestly think that $8 is very undervalued, and the whole crypto gaming and metaverse market cap right now is super undervalued. As I've said before, can you just imagine a meme coin, right, being the same amount of value as all of those coins combined? That is redonkulous, and in my opinion, supremely undervalued, which shows how early we are. It shows how early we are to the scene. We arrived early to the party, okay? We're not late. We didn't arrive on time. We are early to the party. We're like those awkward people. They're standing at the party, not knowing what to do, right? Eating, cheese with a toothpick and trying to sip some drinks, okay? That's where we are right now. We're in that awkward phase right now where people are laughing. These people, they're so early. What are they doing? Oh, I can't believe you're here 10 hours early. Doesn't matter, right? Being early to the party is awkward. Yes, people will make fun of you, but it always shows that you are there when the action happens. You never want to be late to the party. You always want to be early to the party, right? People who are on time, they miss out on all the action. Be early to the party. We're early to the party, and we are early, right? We don't care if our friends and family are mocking us for a Sandbox investment. We are still DCAing, and we know we are super early in spite of its $8 all-time high. We are still super early, and we have to stay strong. I'm going to start a new hashtag Sand Army, hashtag Sandbox Army. We got to start that hashtag, you know what I mean? Hashtag early to the party as well is also good because we never want to be late to the party. We are early, and we are going to be the ones who are laughing at us right now, right? Laughing at those who are laughing at us, apologies, which is what's going to happen. It will happen, and it most likely will happen in the next bull run when Sandbox absolutely rocks the socks. Yeah! And the next bull run, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna be dancing right here. This is what I call the Sandbox dance right here. We're gonna be doing this, man. We're gonna be doing this. You see this? Hips move like this. We are early to the party. That's why we can dance like this. We're gonna be dancing like this when the price of Sandbox goes up. We're gonna start the Sandbox dance. Sandbox dance. Sandbox dance. That's what we're gonna do right here. This is Sandbox dance right here. That's what's up. If you think about it, in the future, real crypto growth is gonna come from institutional adoption. It's not gonna come from retail traders, right? Right now, it's mostly retail traders. Let's be honest, right? Day traders, people who are in it for a quick buck. However, we as long-term investors, we understand that, hey, we're focused on the future and as well as institutional adoptions, because if you think about it, these large companies, they're focused on the long term. They're focused on building for the future. And once they actually have a real use case, large companies actually use them and actually people around the world use them, we are going to truly see prices stabilize and not just be based off of Bitcoin, right? Because right now, all these cryptos, they're based off of the price of Bitcoin. I mean, there's no denying that, right? Bitcoin goes down, all these other coins go down. However, in the future, all these other cryptos that actually have a real use case, and in my opinion, something like Sandbox that people can actually play, all these large companies are behind them, they're going to have just this decoupling moment where, it doesn't matter the price of Bitcoin goes up and down, they're going to just be independent, of Bitcoin, in my opinion. And I honestly think that truly is going to be the case moving forward. So it's been Lee the Captain, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. And make sure you guys like and subscribe if you guys enjoyed my videos. And I'll catch you in the next video. I'm out. Peace. Oh, bye.